Have you ever felt forced to change directions in your life? Maybe a job has ended, a relationship shifted, or circumstances felt just like they were beyond your control and you were left feeling lost, frustrated, and you didn't even know who you were anymore. Well, I know that feeling all too well. Years ago, when I was a painter and printmaker, I was fully immersed in my work and happy in my studio, and art was my happy place. It was passion, my identity, my way of seeing the world. Then, seemingly overnight, everything changed. I was diagnosed with heavy metal poisoning from the very materials that I was using to create. My body started shutting down, my mind was foggy, and the doctors made it really, really clear. You got to walk away from your art studio if you want to heal. Well, at first I resisted. I clung to the story that art was the only way that I knew how to be creative in the world. I told myself I was stuck, that my best days were behind me. But here's the thing. What I learned was that was just a story I was holding on to. The number one mistake we all make when trying to reimagine our lives, we think we need all the answers before we start. We look for the proof that this is the next best step before we even begin. And we want to know, well, what will happen rather than just getting in there, getting in the messy middle and seeing what else is possible. We wait until we feel ready before we take that first step. Now, have you ever seen a little child learn to walk? They take a step, they fall down. They take another step, another step. Maybe they have a nap, get something to eat, and then start all over again. And before you know it, they're running all over the place. Well, that's what I learned, was that if I would just take a next step, that what I was asking for would show itself to me. Because the thing is, we've been taught to stay in the known. We've been taught to wait for proof. Even when it's not working, we want to stay in the known, in the comfortable, because the unknown feels a lot scarier. But here's the truth. Confidence does not come first. Action does. And we know the universe rewards action. I did feel ready to step into a new identity, but as I was recuperating, I started asking myself some questions. Well, if I wasn't a painter, who was I? What was there inside of me that was asking to come out? What else would I be willing to play with? I mean, the truth was I had milked cows. I had been a potter. I had been a jewelry maker. I had done all kinds of things before all of this started happening with me. And so it was about tapping into what would I love? What's my next best step? And I realized I was just curious. Curiosity was my foundation, no matter if it was paint, printmaking, psychology, philosophy, whatever that was. And so it's that kind of question that led me to healing, to studying energetic healing, to getting certified in coaching and counseling, and creating a whole new way of helping myself by helping others. Isn't that what creation's all about? Yeah. So I have a question for you. What's one story you've been holding on to, but you've been telling yourself that's keeping you from reimagining what's possible? And more important, what's one small step you can take this week to reimagine and rewrite your story? That's the trick. What's one small step? Write it down, commit to it, honor it, and see what that creates for you. Now, if you're ready to dive deeper, this is exactly what we covered in our most recent Reimagining Midlife Challenge. And my next 5-day challenge is coming up soon. It's all about helping you break free from the fear of the known, the unknown, gain clarity, let go of your story, and take those bold steps forward that you've actually been asking to take, but you just maybe didn't know how. So be the first to know when the doors are open. Join the waiting list right here, susanlazarhart.com/challenge waiting list. So until we meet again next Sunday, keep showing yourself up for you. Keep asking those biggest questions. Like, I wonder what else is possible. And most importantly, keep reimagining, because you don't have to wait until you're ready. You just have to choose to move forward. I can't wait to see you inside the challenge. Join the waiting list. Susan Lazar signing off, your transformational, motivational mindset coach, creator of the Congruent Living Method, and reimagining you in your midlife. Because wherever you are, You're in the middle of your life. I'll see you soon. Live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you and your reimagination in creating a life you love.